This one character trait can be the biggest red flag in somebody. It can be a sign of a narcissistic person. It can be a sign of a liar. It can be a sign of a manipulative person. It can even be a sign of a personality disorder. I've read books, I've watched a ton of videos and online content, and I've also experienced this firsthand myself. Yo, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead, and in this video, I want to talk to you about somebody that can't take responsibility, somebody that blames other people, and somebody that always seems to have bad luck. That's right, I'm talking about
the victim.
When someone walks into your life or starts talking about their past, and it always seems to be like they are just a victim of other people's stuff or of circumstance of life, this is a very, very dangerous thing. There's an excuse for every issue and someone else is to blame, whether it's their ex, whether it's people at their job, or whether they just can't stop complaining. This is actually also potentially a sign of addiction, because people can get addicted to being miserable. It keeps them in what's familiar, and not acknowledging their own role in their past or their own responsibility with things that have happened in their life will just kind of keep them in that spot. And unless you want to be in that spot with them or try to give all of your energy to pull them out of that hole. Now let me back up and say, why is this so bad? There are certain payoffs to this kind of behavior. And again, when people get familiar with that payoff aspect, it begins to be a part of their personality. And no matter what, it's always going to happen. So they're always a martyr in their own life. There's always self-pity. And then there's always going to be a sense of sympathy that they're trying to get from other people in order to use them. They're going to use your kindness and use your empathy against you. And this is how this ties into a narcissistic person, because a narcissistic person has an extremely difficult time, or it's just impossible for them to take responsibility because they can't feel shame. They will do anything at all costs to avoid feeling shame or to avoid admitting fault. And to get involved with someone like this, it just means they don't have conflict resolution skills at all. So you are going to be the ones doing all of the legwork, all of the work to improve the relationship or the friendship or just whatever the situation is. It's going to be all on you to make things better for them. When we're out there dating, when we're out there looking for creative partners or people to get in bands with, or even just friends, just people in our lives, we need to be bringing each other up. We need to find people that can talk about healing, can be positive, can really be there for you. People that are able to acknowledge their weaknesses, admit their faults, understand when they make mistakes. This can be a challenging thing. I have a really hard time with this sometimes because I grew up with a mom that never really apologized for everything. So conflict resolution was something I really had to dig deep and figure out, which in turn made me have some real blocks to be able to forgive other people. But at the same time, I can acknowledge that, and I can also acknowledge all of the work I've been doing to heal this about myself. Things in life that happen to us may not always be our fault, but it's our responsibility how we carry these things into our present and future, how we make these events of the past a part of our identity. Because if something really, really messed up happens to you, And everybody, like the co-defendants say, everybody has a story that can make me cry, right? We can all tell a story of hardships, I think, most of us, especially us creatives. We've all been through some stuff. Not all of it is our fault, but if we just use these terrible things that have happened to us as excuses for not being cool people, well, then we're just not cool people. So if you made it this far in the video, you might as well give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see the cool stuff that I have going on. And you can also follow me on social media, where I post a lot of shorter clips, like 1-minute versions of these videos, and also do different stuff like posting more stuff that I'm doing on Instagram and stuff like that. And up here I'll put a video on how dangerous narcissistic people can be to artists and why artists can easily be targets for them. Thanks for watching and stay creative.